why are you insecure? Yeah, I'm getting a little fat. Do you think I'm fat? Oh, yeah.
Maybe not like that.
Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome to another episode of Asking for a Friend! My name is Ngango, A.K.A. Hardboy Denny.
I'm Khanyi Mbau.
And I'm the Naked J, you get the D later.
Hello! I'm Cebo Mpanza, A.K.A. the Urban Zulu Warrior.
Hi, I'm Noma, and you've already met me.
Yo, what's up guys? My name is Bongani, the proudly South African guy, a risk taker, a believer of a successful nation, a dreamer by night and a achiever by day.
If it's your first time watching Asking for a Friend, this is a show where myself and the panel of the day come together to answer viewer questions and scenarios. As you can see, this episode is a bit special. We have cast members from Netflix's Young, Famous and African. Thank you so much for...
2196 gang.
We turn up.
We're a group of friends living the African dream.
I hope you guys are both ready because the scenarios today are inspired by the show.
Come on.
Are we ready? Bring it on. Bring it on. Thank you guys for having us here.
You're welcome. Before we get into it, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Also comment so we know that you're here. And lastly, don't forget to subscribe.
And we're so sorry in advance if this messes up your life.
Oh, I'm scared.
You know?
Hey, Defining. My boyfriend and I have been in an exciting and loving relationship for the past 3 years. It's just that when we have a fight and are quite angry, I'd like to have makeup sex because then we would be calmer and in a better mood to talk about previous disagreements. He, however, says he doesn't believe in makeup sex, that he wants to have sex without anger in his mind.
Is this from Kaylee?
Sounds like it.
She even says, I even once wondered, is he evading sex to punish me because he's angry?
Yeah, no, it's Kaylee. It's Kaylee.
She's after you.
They're asking now, how would you guys advise that I address this with him?
It's tense.
I'm triggered. I am so triggered right now. Look, women fail to understand that men are also emotional beings. Like, come on. How do I get an erection when I'm mad? You know, now what you see, when you make me mad, how do you expect me to get a harder?
Yeah.
It's impossible. So, ladies need to learn to say, I am sorry. Sorry, Baba, I say, Kaya. And massage my ego. So that's the thing. Ladies, say sorry quicker. This thing with women never want to apologize.
Now, what
It needs
is
to
wrong
start
with
at
it?
the Yeah.
What am I saying sorry for?
And there's so many women like that in my life.
What are we saying
Not
sorry
just
for?
Kaylee, but certain friends.
What are we saying sorry
But we
for?
won't mention any names.
Sorry for what?
What in the situation that you're wrong and you have to say sorry?
I say I'm sorry.
Quickly, quick enough for that to be sex.
Guys.
No, but it's true. Men say sorry quicker than we do.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. Men are not attached to emotion, they're logical.
That's right.
If something is wrong, they'll say sorry. If it's not right, they won't accept it. We still attach emotion that even though I am wrong, but my emotions and my ego won't let me say it, I'd rather dangle and twerk instead of say the word sorry. So when I'm twerking, I'm saying sorry. So get a harder. So get a harder.
How is sex? How is sex an apology?
Guys,
Guys,
it's an inside apology.
I believe that apology. I personally believe that makeup sex, that's an apology.
Come on!
It's there to...
Nah.
It's there. That's what it is.
That's what it's made.
I think makeup sex is great for venting feelings because usually
You know how best that thing is when you are there.
Usually we say bad things to each other when we're both upset at each other, né? Because negative feelings, and when as the man you also want to be right because you're the genius and your brain is bigger than mine or whatever nonsense. But I think that there still needs to be a conversation that's had after, and there still needs to be an
after when we are panting and like
but exactly what we
talk about it.
But how sex cannot be the sorry.
Does sex turn women? I mean, does anger turn women on.
Yes,
like,
I can't speak for everyone.
that's a good
Because as a gent, I mean, it feels weird. Like, wow,
you know,
and next thing,
When I'm aroused.
it's weird. Rather, let's rather have a conversation.
No,
And then we do it.
and you know what? Come on.
I don't know who you're dating.
Exactly.
But when my man is angry, shoot.
It's the yes.
I don't know.
That's the apology.
Nah, but guys, there's something also about making sure that someone is emotionally secure in the relationship. And now when we keep on making sex the number one priority, even in those type of
No,
situations,
it's the
it's
opening
not cool.
line. It's the opening line
But it's
to
the opening
the
line for
conversation
you.
that should be had when we're both calm.
You know, it makes
Because
it so
when we're yelling,
Wait,
yeah.
make up
hold
sex
on.
and we're calm and panting, then over water when I'm on your chest, I'm like, I was wrong and you were right.
I actually misheard you. I thought when you said you both come.
After you calm, you get calm. Yeah.
I think that it can go both ways though. Like, not wanting.
You go both ways?
I
It
do,
could go, she
but
said.
it could go both ways.
I like her.
So, what I mean is that like
She's
makeup
taking
sex.
you home.
Ooh.
After this.
I'm in a long distance relationship.
That's okay. Dennis will send you my number. But
What you were saying about
it could go both ways. I think that like it's valid for men. It's like very valid for men to not want to have sex when they're angry, because I understand that. I feel like men generally when they're angry they have more physical strength than they usually do.
And that's what makes the sex nice.
That's true. It is what makes the sex nice, but then it could get to a point where it's getting out of control.
Like-
And now your man is giving you sex because he knows that okay, how about my person wants sex? But what if I break her this time? Nah, there's that. It's also the fact that like I feel like the
What kind of
sex.
sex are you? How
You know, like she, like
What if I break?
What if he breaks me?
How?
because of the anger.
Because of the anger and physical exertion.
Oh no!
It's possible for things to get out of hand. I'm saying it's possible for things to get out of hand. Like it's really possible.
Bro, when he's in the
not
guava, he's
respecting-
not gonna break
Not
you.
respecting him not wanting to have sex when he's angry. Like if that happens, then it's gonna be a like. But I told you I don't want to do it. 1. 2, it's also I feel like it's really invalidating his feelings and him being upset also in the situation, just throwing sex at him. If you guys had a conversation when you're calm, this is how we solve our arguments, then that's one thing. But if you on your own just think every time a man is mad he must like throw me on the bed. Whoa. What about your man's feelings? What about what he wants? Is he tired? Is he hungry? Have you spoken to him about like the role that you're playing in causing the conflict in the relationship? So I think talk to him when you guys are both calm about how you'd like to solve fights, and then bring in the makeup sex element of it, and make it a compromise. Sometimes, depending on the extent of the argument, we could have makeup sex. Sometimes you actually need to not talk to each other for a bit, and then come back and sit and talk about it. So it really depends on your relationship.
I disagree though, because sometimes words can be hollow, right? And sometimes if you're still speaking from a place of arrogance and anger, you won't be able to express yourself correctly. There comes a time in a relationship where it's no longer about the physical and the words and what you can do for me. So intercourse is an intimate act of intimacy through two people. So when I'm doing that in the height of anger, is I'm letting you see into me, which is called intimacy, right? So with that intimacy level, I am trying to get close to you so we can speak as one. Because really we are one person. And that's how we found one tone as a human being. So I know it's wrong to always do it as a woman because that's the go-to. But it is sometimes the best to remind someone that we are one.
I get the merit. I get the merit of makeup sex.
So for me, makeup sex with your being is actually the best apology, because then we've then put down our human elements and now we can speak as loving partners.
That makes sense. I get like where you're
together.
Amen to that.
You say mutu ukwatamo isemu.
Alright, scenario number 2.
Jeez, what's your code on your phone like that?
It's like
This is like Like this is a man of ladies. When your man does that,
You already know.
you already know. Like, jeez.
Yo, Quinton, not like this. Quinton. Okay, scenario number 2. My good friend Matthew and his girlfriend Larato have been together for 7 years. They met in varsity and are in a very close relationship. Personally, I would call them extremely codependent. Neither of them really have any friends aside from each other. Here's the issue.
You just changed the name.
Here's the issue. I hung out with a friend of Larato's. She told me that Larato recently got drunk at a party and slept with her ex. She says that Larato and her ex have since been hooking up regularly, and they even had a threesome with her ex and a friend.
Yep.
Matthew has no knowledge of these hookups. Is telling Matthew the right thing to do?
Mind your business.
Jesus. What?
It's not of a business.
Mind your business. That's a relationship. How Matthew, I got a baby. Don't worry, it's fine. I cheated too, so it's okay, we're even now. Now, you're the friend who was a hater on their relationship. They're together, you're out in the cold. Mind your business. Especially considering you found out from a third party.
Yeah.
You're now implicating a third party as well, who probably told you in confidence because you guys are talking about whatever nonsense about other people's business. So no, I think you should keep your mouth shut. If they're codependent, that's for them to figure out. Stay out of it.
But the issue is about the hookups, and as a close friend, should you say to your friend, yo, like your partner's doing this, or should you keep quiet?
So here's the thing, man. When it comes to like having such conversations, that you can be the one who's starting the conversation, but on how people deal with situation is that you're gonna end up being the bad person in the situation. So like even though you're the first person who's trying to be a good person, you're gonna end up being the bad person. Because at the end of the day, people have ways of handling situations, and you're gonna end up being the one who's wrong in the first place. So please.
Me, I will tell Quinton what I don't like him doing regarding his relationship. Yes, but I will not go to Kaylee, for instance. You know, as much as I know Kaylee, but Quinton is my friend. So I will tell Quinton my opinion on how he behaves, and what he does with that after that is his business. But I can't now be going to Kaylee and saying I don't like what Quinton is doing. No, that's weird. That's where's the friend code? You know, the brother and sister code. But Quinton is supposed to call me aside and say, nah,
what you're doing is
this
wrong.
is not the way.
Thank you.
I can't be associated with someone like you doing A, B, C, and D. But the next person, my friend is this one. I'm gonna deal with my friend.
On Kanye's point, like who are they friends with? Who are they closer to? Because like, I mean,
she's closer to the guy.
Yeah.
Closer to Matthew.
Yeah, closer to Matthew.
So speak to Matthew. Who's the partner in the friendship?
First of all, I'm a bit turned on and horny from after when you was talking about the 3 sons there, like I want to be there within the 3 sons, you know. But then again, on a serious note, right? If the person decides to go tell Matthew, telling a person doesn't end at telling a person. Do you know the kind of trauma that you're bringing into this person's life? So you need to understand that. You need to understand, after telling this person, I need to deal with all the shit that's coming after. So I need to deal with, if it means that I need to organize therapy. Or because for me, that's also a trauma kind of thing. Trauma counseling, whatever.
Especially after 7 years.
You don't just tell and say, your job is done. Your job has just started if you decide to tell. So if you're going to tell, you need to be ready to be that friend that's going to make sure that everybody's mental state is okay after.
But how do you think Kanye's gonna react when you tell her that?
That's my thing. It's so tricky that your friend's gonna come to you and tell you that hey, your girlfriend of 7 years is sleeping with her ex. First of all, we're not young.
Exactly.
How did you find out? Né? So now, as you were saying, Quinton, I agree that like your job is just starting. Now you need to talk about how you found out. That person needs to talk about how they found out.
And how long have you
How long has it been going on? So have you known for like 2 months? Why didn't you tell me 2 months ago? Why are you choosing to tell me now? Now it's like a whole conversation. There's so many nuances. Now you're involved in the whole situation.
In the scenario, she gave more detail and she said she was able to get proof.
How did you tell me?
About this.
What is proof? What is proof? Because proof is a screenshot or it's an actual video.
Well, it's not a video, but there's screenshots of conversations where
That validate
that there has been cheating, you know? So I really like that you emphasize the whole thing of like the support just starts if you decide to open that
100%.
conversation.
100%.
And,
What is nothing?
and remember also with things like threesomes and stuff like that, you telling you could potentially be saving somebody's life because it seems like diseases out there. And I mean, I'm a threesome. I mean, the kind of videos I watch, I've never seen a condom.
No, nothing. And they can bring COVID, man. Forget the other diseases. Did they just? Did they bring
There was no screening process.
They said it's
Like,
Not at all.
For me, I feel like when there's a gap in a relationship, for a person to start thinking about those things, especially in terms of threesome, it's because of it's either there's lack of sex, number one, or the guy doesn't know how to give, and the person is literally finding gaps to fill that in. So, in my case, I would say he must just leave Matthew to find out for himself, because technically when people are starting to involve other people, it's no longer just one cheating, as they say, levels. So it's now a threesome. So if a person is having a threesome, technically it's not just about cheating, it's about their sexual experience.
some things that you can't
Fantasy, exactly.
Now, I get like you guys are emphasizing a lot about the sexual side of things, but like this person is speaking from the friendship dynamic.
As long as your friend introduces you to their partner, like honesty, like says this so and so, this is so and so, we are now an item and we're taking this serious, it means you're involved.
Okay.
You know, the fact that you can, if you haven't said anything, then you're not involved. But the fact that I can call you for lunch to introduce you to my partner as my friend, automatically it means she is part of us. We are one. We are a thing.
Friends are trifling. That's the
No,
problem.
but honestly, I'm talking about that type of relationship. The fact that I can bring and say,
This is my person.
this is my person.
Yeah.
We are doing this. You know, you're involved. You have a responsibility to them, and they have a responsibility to you.
I agree.
So
bottom line is don't leave gaps in
And don't
the
introduce
relationship. Amen. When you leave that gap, somebody's gonna put a dick in.
very. So you can see me at Noma.
Do the things.
I know. Leave it alone.
It's all about to do the things, right?
Go for it, man.
My girlfriend has become famous on social media and has started to rack a lot of new money.
Okay.
I'm very excited for her and her new fame. However, I'm noticing that she's starting to change. She's become more closed off, self-conscious, and struggling with her mental health. How can I best support her in her new career, fame, venture situation?
The only form of support you can give someone who has changed their lifestyle is you need to grow as fast too. In relationships, when you start to grow apart, so if one starts making money quicker than the other, obviously their lives start changing. Their perspective and how they see life changes. So you're no longer on the same page. You need to grow the same way. So for me, it's tricky, that relationship. It's tricky because influencers start getting invites to greater events that you can never take her to. She starts eating civic gourmet meals, even though it's not they don't pay for it, but they're now eating culinary food that you're still taking them to Wimpy. So the growth is doing that, and you're still stuck here. by the time you try and take her out for lunch, it's no longer what she likes and what her palate wants.
Exactly.
So dating an influencer is very dangerous. So you need to either start influencing yourself to be in the same circle, or also understand that your season could also be coming to an end. If she's getting closed off, she's getting bored of the world that you're in, because her world is moving fast, unfortunately.
Damn.
Yo, that's sad as fuck.
Your season is over, guys. Contemplate that.
And the weirdest thing is also, it's so strange when people say, when a person progresses, and then one person is like, this person is changing.
They're not changing.
They're actually not. They're not changing.
They're growth.
Yeah, or most of the time it's you that's changing, because it could be jealousy, whatever it could be. Maybe you treating her different, hence she's starting to be closed off. Just because she's now flourishing and whatever. Now where you start, trust me, I've been through those scenarios where people around me will be like, we're not going to change, and I'm like, I'm still doing the same thing. It's actually the people from outside that are the ones changing, and they want to impose their insecurities on me. And it's like, come on. So, bro, check it. Sometimes that brother maybe needs to check himself.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Where are you?
I agree with that, because like it sounds like the implication here is that change is a bad thing, and change isn't a bad thing considering it's coming from this person progressing in a career that they're really enjoying, you know. So I don't know. They also spoke about like her having insecurities and such. Like if you want to support in that way, the only way you can support really is like with words of affirmation and like reassurance on your part.
Yes.
But you need to know that there's only so much that you can speak into.
I also believe though that when people start having insecurities, especially because of social media, never sugarcoat stuff. And you should, when you started out, there was no cellulite, or there was no this, or there was no that. And now since you're eating all those gourmet things that Khanyi was talking about on a regular basis, because now, champagne and all that stuff, you must tell them, ile gourmet. You know, it's that champagne you've been sipping, because now you also not changing with progressing with your lifestyle. Because exactly, you need to do that gym twice a week. So when they have those insecurities, tell them, okay, Asa, why are you insecure? Yeah, I'm getting a little fat. Do you think I'm fat? Oh, fuck yeah.
Maybe not like that.
At times, tell it like it is. Like, baby, Bowie size 26. 2 weeks ago.
Now that's like gonna cause the actual fight. That's gonna cause the breakup.
It must.
Not the influencing.
No,
that is what's gonna get you. You as the lower level person in the relationship, quote unquote. You as the quote unquote lower level person in the relationship, you're gonna get kicked out of the relationship for saying that.
So it's
no, you're not. No, I'm saying in this case where we're talking about progress, right?
Yeah.
And we're talking about how this other person is progressing at a quicker rate, right? That's what I'm saying. For now, fuck yeah, you're fat. You should try.
So I must lie to you.
I'm leaving you because at the end of the I'm not saying you must lie to me. I'm not saying you must lie to me. There are ways that you can tell me that maybe we need to revisit our lifestyle choices. Maybe you need to look at this. Maybe you need to look at that. But you can't.
It's not sugarcoating. If you're saying that, we do need to change our lifestyle.
But you're still respecting me.
Yeah, you're being respectful.
No, but
you're not saying
like, am I fat? And I'm like, yeah. I mean, I don't want to that's gonna sugarcoat shit for like 6 to 8 months. And then 6 to 8 months later, you're like, baby, why didn't you tell me? No, I was scared that I was gonna hurt your feelings. And no, fuck that shit. You need to tell me as it is. Because 2 months down the line, what's gonna happen to those sponsorships? They're gonna start
churching morale.
Yeah, they're gonna be on a decline, and that stuff is even gonna hurt her worse than your words.
So my thing is like, it's like criticism, né?
Yeah.
If I say, dude, your videos suck, but if I don't tell you what's wrong with them and how you should fix them, then it's not constructive, because what's going to happen to you as one being an insecure person is that you're going to fall into this trap of like, now your thoughts are like, oh shit, everyone thinks I'm fat, okay, fuck, my videos are crap. But there's no one telling you how to fix it or how to get better at it. Whereas if I give you that jab but also I cover up the wound, then it helps you out. At least that's how you grow.
Yes.
Exactly.
So I still need to give the jab, but at the same time, I need to be willing to be like, okay, how am I going to help you? I, as your partner, need to be
Yeah,
like,
that's
Well, I've been told I'm not sensitive.
Yo,
It's not about sensitivity. It's about knowing how to speak to people.
No, man,
and
but
your
I mean,
reasoning also for the
you
delivery is
have
that the
been-
world isn't going to be kind to you. So I might as well tell you the truth now. At the end of the day, I'm not staying with the world. I'm staying with you.
Yeah.
That
So
should
then
be a
I must
shelter.
come back to you, the person I trusted. And I'm thinking,
Exactly.
you've been thinking I'm fat this whole time and you didn't say anything. And you're not even giving me a solution. You're not even being supportive in
Can I
giving
tell
me
you something?
criticism.
The words came from you.
Exactly.
So how come when
I
you
didn't expect it.
it's
It's
not insensitive.
See, this whole thing literally started from you saying fuck yes.
Ask them, why are you insecure? Yeah, I'm getting a little fat. Do you think I'm fat? Oh, fuck yeah.
I am not impressed with the response because I think the delivery is harsh. That is literally what it's causing
That's
this
what you
whole-
asked. And you use the words.
If out of the blue, here I am trying to put on jeans and he says, while I'm dressing up or while I'm trying to put lotion on, hey, you're fat, that's insensitive. But if Khanyi tries to put on jeans and I look at the mirror and I'm like, babe, do you think I'm fat? And he says, yeah. I ask him and I'm going to appreciate him telling me the truth.
That's what it's
Right? Telling me the truth. Then what he says after that is something different. That maybe you must try the gym. It's that gourmet you were eating. Remember now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Delivery.
Noma, if you ask whether your mouth is saying or you asked, that's the answer you're gonna get. Why are you always expecting kindness? Don't expect. You asked.
Kanye and Noma. All I said was fuck yeah. But the words that hurt, like you
So
said
if
that-
your girlfriend asks you, do you think I'm ugly? Maybe she's not ugly now because I mean you're dating her, but she's having a bit of a bummy day, you know? Are you gonna say yes? If she says, do you think I'm ugly? Are you gonna say yes?
If she's ugly that day,
particular day.
I'm not ugly. Guys, I think as humans we have one misconception about life. Why do you think the world has to be kind to you? Like, I feel like these movies have messed us up so much where you think that everyone needs to be nice to
But if
you.
you're in my life, why are you being
You're my partner. I'm
Listen,
I'm expecting protection from you. I'm
But
expecting
I'm a
this
human being.
love.
I'm in your life, but I'm a human being from Earth as well.
Yeah.
So
You don't have to be rude to
no,
me.
I'm not being rude. You asked.
I've even forgotten what the
Why are we still together if you think I'm fat?
Why did you ask if you think you?
Okay, so you think I'm ugly, let's break up.
Then you're projecting.
But now
you think you
see,
are.
you guys are taking an approach that like no one owes you anything, even though you're
No
in a
one owes
romantic
you nothing.
relationship. But you're in a relationship with them.
A lot of women will ask those things because maybe they've seen something with you. They've gone through your Instagram.
Yes.
And they've seen
This is what I would say.
Ulandelama size 26. And then Yelamanda, she was a size 26.
We 38.
It's like I 38. So but she's not asking you what she should be asking.
Yeah, she's
That's
being.
She's not saying,
being just-
babe, do you still
Is this your
find me
type?
attractive?
Is this what you like? That's the question you should be asking.
Is spec.
Yeah, specs
Oh,
up.
babes, do you still
Yeah.
find me attractive? Even
Yes.
after all these years, do you still find me attractive?
Yes.
I actually say something on the show where I'm like, KB, I'm seeing something. You know? If you're gonna ask me questions,
Bulls.
ask me straight. Don't be around
Muscles and
don't come here with
the slow. And expect us to open it.
Exactly.
The main thing is that everyone is saying that essentially he should grow with the partner. So as
Yes.
they face different things,
Yes.
he should grow with her.
Yes.
And I also think that it's also important for him to still find a level of consistency. Because when your lifestyle is changing, you always hold on to what's consistent as well.
Yes.
So I would advise that he stay consistent on his side, but also take into fact that change is happening on her side and that they grow together. And that as they grow, they are sure of being honest and truthful with one another. Yes, Quinton.
And if you're gonna be an influencer, please go for therapy first.
Very important.
Right?
First.
It's very important to go for therapy.
But life is fast.
Because when your life improves and people start saying things about you on social media, now if it's gonna ruin your self-esteem, don't be baggage at home.
Yeah, because
Don't
they
be
take it
baggage
home.
to that door.
Because they take that role, they
because-
take it home. And the partner
Because
gets bashed.
now all of a sudden you are saying you are better, you are progressing, da da da. But remember, Hori, when people say things about you on social media, when your ego gets bruised or whatever you call it,
You're taking that
you
out.
you take that out on me at
Yes.
home, your lower level, as they said earlier on.
Yes.
So if you're going to be that
Charming out,
social media influencer or whatever, guys, therapy is one of the most important things out there. Whether it's if you are in a relationship, if whatever you wanna, even if you've got problems at work, just talk to somebody. Always talk to someone.
Thank you so much, everyone, for this explosive.
Yeah, got very heated.
Very heated.
People are drinking water.
Yeah.
Is a security to a company as a parking lot person.
Down, oh my God, back down.
Don't worry, guys.
Thank you so much.
I won't jump Quinton in the parking lot.
We don't know.
He's saying, I'm not gonna jump him.
Where can they find you on social media?
At Mbau loaded across all platforms, and you can find me on Netflix, Young, Famous, and African.
Hey.
At naked_DJ on all platforms. I almost said naked and African. Yeah, I'm famous at African, you know what it is. And as well, I have a brand new show, SABC One, every Saturday. It's called Heavy Hitters. Saturday night, 7:30.
Come through.
Yeah. And as well, you can find me on Ask a Man every single day, you know, giving that relationship advice.
Everyone back home, let us know if you enjoyed this episode. As I said, give it a thumbs up, make sure to comment, and don't forget to subscribe.
Period.
Bye. Thank you, guys.
You remind me of those Nyaupe boys that.
I'm saying no, don't tell Matthew.
What?
Also, what is Matthew doing? I want to know what Matthew is doing here. Because, okay, you're standing up for Matthew, but as Matthew's friend, do you know all the sneaky shit that Matthew's up to? Are you gonna come? No, because if I know that my friend Matthew is cheating on his hands of 7 years with XYZ, why must I tell him that his hand is cheating on him?
Social media will eat you the fuck up. And if you can't deal with negative criticism, if you can't deal with people that are gonna tell you shit all the time, because
Nonsense.
so if you can't take that, stay off social media. Rather uhambe uyo join ikwaya esontweni.
Even at the social, guys, they're gonna talk about you. I'll tell you how I want to How about it? I would kind of scared.